everybody, welcome. This is Kailey with Kailey Tucker Photography. And first off, I want to thank you so much for buying my product. This was something that I created for a client, and I really just wanted to share it with other people. So hopefully everybody enjoys it and you all use it to fit your own theme. I've made these totally customizable so you can do whatever you want with them, have fun, be creative, and I would enjoy seeing the things that you all make. So I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. Whether you are new to digital backdrops or you're really just trying to figure out how to use this specific one, I've got your back. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, so let's get right into it. So you'll see yours may look a little bit different because I am going to try to rearrange these and make things a little easier to sort of, I guess, find and kind of navigate through. So, but everything should be labeled basically the same as the way that I have it now, just to make this as easy as possible. I have included two different ways to use your layers, just depending on your goals or how fast or easy you want to make this. All right, so the first way, I'm just gonna choose one of these backdrops here. So you see I've included a couple different sets. You're welcome to use your own set, throw whatever you want in here. Obviously, just have fun with it. But I'm gonna use this one here, just this basic one here, and we're going to go up here to, you'll see that I have doll box layer 1 of 2 and 2 of 2, so we're just going to take 1 of 2, throw it in here real quick, and to make sure that everything is sized correctly and proportionate to one another, I'm going to go ahead and open it all the way up from top to bottom. You can rearrange this when you get ready to, but for now that's what we're going to go for. And layer 2 of 2, same thing, open it all the way up. Some things you may have to tweak a little bit. Okay, so you see basically we have our box pretty much set up here. I've included a couple other details here for you too, like we've got the sticker that you see on some boxes. In my example, I had it down here in the corner, but I've seen them like way up here in the corners or wherever you feel like putting it. I did not include the text for my example, just because if I had turned those into PNG files and included them, you would have just been stuck with the text that I had. There may be another way to do it that I'm not aware of, but I wasn't sure of a way to do that where you all could customize it. So I left the text off, but I did just use a basic font like an Arial font, or you can change the color of that as well. I've also included a few things here like balloons that you can add in to sort of customize this however you see fit. Have fun with that. And I want to point out one quick thing real fast. Specifically if you're newer at this. Okay, so if you see over here how my shadows are sort of default over on the right side, but if you look at the background, it looks like the light is coming in here from the right side and then you have the shadows on the left side. So what we're going to do is we're going to unlock that bottom layer and you're just going to flip horizontally. I'm no good with keyboard shortcuts, so there may be a shortcut, a faster way to do that. I just never have learned many of the shortcuts. I have a few that I use and that's about it. But now you see the shadows make a little bit more sense. Okay, so that's way number 1 to do this. We're going to get rid of all those. And I'll show you the other way. Now, you'll see that the others are layered basically, oh, let's see, where do you start? Okay, doll box layer number 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, all the way to number 8. So, we're just going to do exactly what we did before. We're just going to have to place more layers than the first time. All right, so there's 1, 2. It's going to look a little crazy at first, but you'll see it start to come together. You may have to sort of finagle it there a little bit to make sure it meets those corners. Right. And the top here. See how that comes together nicely. Okay. And I'm noticing that this background is just a wee bit off, so we're going to kind of take that and push it back over there so that everything lines up. Okay, let's see, what do we got left? 6. This one is your, oh, did I place it in the back? Yep, let's bring that layer to the top. This is your film that goes on the front of the box, or on the front layer. And then this is actually the front of the box. Ta-da! Same thing. I might have to finagle that a little bit. It might be a little smaller. There we go. Okay, so now you see that you've got the same exact box as before. The difference with this one, if we make those invisible. Then you see, now you have your walls of the box are individual. So for instance, my example was a skateboard or roller skating doll, right? So we wanted her kind of skating on the boardwalk. That was like the theme of the box. But again, you can use any picture you want if you find a better one. I made all these with AI. There's like a doctor background, living room, a shopping, like a store. But just for the sake of this, let's say we want her in the pool. Oh, let's see. Close my layer down there. All right, the pool. All right, so I'm only gonna do like 2 sides of the box just to give you the idea. But you're gonna take that layer. Let's see, and you're gonna place it over layer number 2. So the back side of the box, but not the very first layer that we placed that has like the shadows and stuff on it. And then you're going to right click and turn that into a clipping mask. Of course, there's probably a keyboard short for that. I just don't know what it is. We're going to duplicate that and lay that one over. Of course, you'll do, let's see, what is it? 2, 3, 4, and 5. But we're going to go for 4 just for this look to make this easier, a better example. Okay. So you see, if we lay it just flat on all the layers, it's just going to be a flat image, and it's not really going to look like it's like a 3-dimensional box. Is it 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional? I'm not really sure. Leave that in the comments for me. But it doesn't look as dynamic as we need it to, right? So we're going to take this layer here, and you are going to distort the perspective, and we're going to really warp it because this is a pretty dramatic angle here. So you're going to distort it a lot, but we still want it to line up pretty well with the picture that we've got going on already, right? So we want, let's see, what am I looking at here? Where is everything? Okay, so like there's that chair. There's that. Maybe we'll make it maybe not so harsh. It doesn't have to be perfect, but this sort of gives you the overall idea. Okay, it's like if you take a picture and bend it. And then when you do that to each layer, you're going to get that same kind of look like you have on the background. Now, because our light is coming here from the right side, there would be no light here on the inside. So we're going to darken that to where it shows that there's like a lack of light there. And I feel like the back should be a little darker. Maybe not super duper dark, but dark enough. We're going to add an extra layer here, right above the background layer. You're going to take your paint tool, and let's make it a pretty good size. Let's see, that looks pretty good. Maybe just a tad bit bigger. Nope, maybe not that big. Let's just go with that. And you're going to give it some shadow. I know this looks a little crazy, just what do the kids say? Just let me cook. That might have been a little too much, but we're going to, same concept, create a clipping mask, and we're going to take the opacity of that down a little bit. But that sort of helps give that illusion, you know, that the light's coming from this side. It blocks it from here a little bit. I can do a little bit more in depth. If anybody likes, just let me know. Leave a comment for me. All right, so there you have that. And then you're going to bring your layers back. It's going to drive me crazy. Look here, I'm going to take off those just for the sake of finishing this to show you. Let's see. Okay. And then you have your box. Okay, so one more thing I want to show you. On my example, you probably noticed that I had the name right here. I'm going to show you how to create that. If you notice on mine, I'll show you in a minute, but mine has the blue background. But let me show you how. I'm going to include the link also in your text file, but I just want to show you how I found it so that you all know, just in case. But you'll see this is what I typed in. So you're going to look up for the font generator. I used the very first one that I found. I'm not affiliated with this website or this company at all. This is just the one that I used when I was making mine. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Goodness gracious. Okay, so if you see here in the box, you can type whatever you want it to say, and you can change the spacing. I kept mine where there were no spaces there in between because I wanted it to be almost like a sticker, so like a solid, one solid piece. You can also play around with that however you want. Now I'm going to show you this to save you time because I did not save myself any time, and honestly I didn't even think about this when I did mine. But when you go to the background and take the opacity all the way down, now when you save it as a PNG, you don't have to worry about cutting it out or anything. So you're going to download. I did the free one on mine, and you're going to save it as a PNG. PNG transparent should be the exact same outcome just since we've already made our background transparent. So you're going to save that. Then you can slap it over here on your picture and boom. One other thing real quick, because you can't really tell what they are. So down you'll notice the doll ties. I'll show you what those look like. How funny, I even saved these from the one that I made. I'm going to zoom in here so you can see these better. Okay, so they are the ties that you see on dolls, right? And you can, I would probably select these and make different layers instead of trying to make those fit. I would just cut those out and make individual layers and put them wherever you need them. But you can put these around your doll's arms. In my example, there was some skates here, so you put those there to hold the skates up. That way it looks as authentic as possible. Let's see if I can show you my example. I'll show you the close-up of it. Oh, I got that stinking watermark. Hold on. Let's go out here. Okay, here we go. So if I was to zoom in here, see how she's got her ties. The skates have ties. Arm has a tie. And so she looks like, ooh, a lovely Barbie. Skater Barbie. Wasn't that cute? Okay, so you see I use my blends and stuff. And that's basically it. I appreciate you all again for supporting me, and I truly hope you all enjoy this product. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and let me know. Leave comments in the comments below. I'll be happy to make more in-depth videos if you all have specific questions on how to do things. And yeah, so if you want to check out some more of my work, feel free to check me out. My website is www.kaileytuckerphotography.com. That's KAILEYTUCKER.com. And you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those lovely things. I'll have links in my bio for you. Please send me examples of what you all come up with. I'm so excited to see what you all make with this. And stay blessed. Thanks, everybody.